dozens of ISIL terrorists were killed by the Syrian Arab Army ambush in al-Khalidiyya in al-Suwaida countryside. Iraqi troops begin a military operation to liberate BG district in Salah ad-Din province of ISIL terrorists. The international campaign against the Saudi aggression on Yemen increases as Yemeni army makes new progress in Aden and Taiz. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. This is Yarado Kikorian with the news in English. In Daraa countryside, Syrian Arab army units have eliminated terrorists between Khirbet Ghazaleh and Al-Iman gas station. Terrorist gatherings were also targeted in Mashara in Al-Qunaytira suburb. Other armed men were meanwhile killed or wounded, and their motor guns podiums were destroyed in Marshkhoukha, Sama and Jub al-Ahmar in Latakia northern countryside. Units of the Syrian Arab Army destroyed ISIL terrorist dens in al-Suwaida countryside. Syrian Arab Army units eliminated a top wanted terrorist listed by Interpol during an operation in al-Suwaida eastern countryside. A military source said that based on accurate intelligence about ISIL dens in the area, Syrian Arab Army units set up an ambush near Tel al-Khalidiyya in al-Suwaida countryside, killing at least 30 terrorists and destroyed their dens in addition to confiscating their weapons and equipment. Welcome back. Iraqi troops started a wide-scale military operation in Salah ad-Din province, which seeks to clear the BG area of ISIL terrorists. An Iraqi security source pointed out that Iraqi fighter jets bombarded ISIL dens in the area, killing a number of gunmen. Iraqi sources confirmed that 26 terrorists were killed in Al-Fallujah in Al-Anbar province west of Iraq. Meanwhile, 10 people were killed following a suicide attack northeast of Tikrit. The Saudi-led coalition's airstrikes on Yemen continue for the 42nd day, leaving hundreds dead and destroying vital positions. Saudi missiles targeted Mehdi Hospital and At-Tawal outlet gate in Hard and Hajjah west of the country. The raids also hit Faj Attan west of Sana'a, Hudayda airport and air defense sites, as well as the populated Al-Buqa and Shaqab districts in Sa'da. The Saudi warplanes failed, however, in stopping the progress of the Yemeni army, which advanced towards the oil city of Ma'rib after taking under its control several official headquarters in At-Tawahi province, Aden Harbour, the Navy headquarters, the 4th military zone and the Pro Hadi TV building. A Saudi Apache jet was meanwhile dropped in Sa'da. Confrontations between the army and Hadi loyalists moreover expanded from Aden to Abiyan and other areas in Lahj Governorate and the center and outskirts of Taiz. The Saudi Civil Defense, on the other hand, spoke of 10 people having been killed in the past 24 hours when missiles were launched by Yemeni tribes on the city of Najran and Al-Harth Governorate in Saudi Arabia. The Yemeni Aviation Commission has meanwhile held the Saudi coalition's troops responsible for any measure that would obstruct aid delivery, calling on the world community to pressure the Saudi-led coalition to evade targeting Sana'a airport. A Yemeni armed forces spokesman said that more than 377 people were killed and 2,459 others were injured in Saudi raids in the past 6 days. Waves of emigration have reportedly intensified as the humanitarian situation became already on the verge of catastrophe due to the total stoppage of public and private modes of transportation and fuel and power shortage. Bakeries went out of service and bread prices sharply rose, thus aggravating the Yemenis' agony, threatening the country with unprecedented starvation. Finally, in occupied Palestine, one teenager was wounded by Israeli fire in al-Faria camp north of Nablus in the West Bank. In the city of Hebron, Israeli occupation troops launched an arrest campaign during which a number of citizens were detained in the town of Beit Amr. In the city of Beit Lahem, army units broke into the town of Beit Sahur and ransacked Palestinian buildings and properties. With this to conclude our news for today. Thank you for watching. And now over to latest business and market news with Karun Kürkcan, but after a short break.
Good afternoon. Specialized sources clarified that the authorities continue to pump large quantities of the foreign currency into the market, with 220 Syrian pound against $1 through several exchange companies. On the other hand, the Central Bank of Syria has set the exchange rate of the US dollar against the Syrian pound at 263 for the banks and 264 for the exchange companies. Moreover, the central bank has also set the exchange rate of the US dollar against the Syrian pound for commercial and non-commercial purposes at 240. The euro exchange rate against the Syrian pound was set at 293.71 for the banks and 294.55 for the exchange companies. Oil prices eased today after hitting 2015 highs in the previous session, as an OPEC delegate indicated the group would stick to a strategy of pursuing market share rather than cutting output, and traders took profits after a multi-week rally. European stocks fell for a third day amid a global rout, with UK shares declining as voting began in the country's general election. Japan's Nikkei share average also fell to a more than 1 month low today, as a worldwide drop in government bond prices spread unease among investors, compounded by a sell-off on Wall Street. Gold extended losses into a second session today, as higher bond yields dented the investment appeal of the metal, while uncertainty over the timing of a U.S. rate hike also weighed. The dollar reached its lowest levels in over 2 months against a basket of major currencies today, under renewed pressure from disappointing U.S. data, while sterling braced for unstable trading ahead of an unpredictable UK election. Reached the end of our news. Thank you for watching. Have a great day.